you can see in the corner there, is this very adorable hamster that managed to find his way into my studio. So I held up a microphone and I was like, okay, I'm going to interview you now. Hello, lovely hamster. So, would you like to introduce yourself?
My name is Sondery. I am just a little guy on the internet. I love streaming. It's so fun. I I don't know what else to say. I do whatever.
It's just a little hamster who wandered onto the internet and was like, this place is bigger than my cage with the hamster wheel. They have a hamster wheel here that's 6 times the size. So
Sounds
tell
daunting.
so tell us a little bit about yourself. What made you want to dip your toes or your paws into this vast VTuber world?
So it all started in this mystical mystical time called the pandemic. Uh, and everyone's at home, staying inside, not really much to do. And I've never really been a fan of like the concept of like streaming in general before then, because I
Mm-hmm.
thought it was all like greedy and just people like begging for attention and everything. And you still see that a lot. But like I started watching a single streamer who I really really liked
Mm-hmm.
for I watched him for like easily over 2 years before I even started streaming.
Ooh, what's the
They're
name of the
one of the
streamer?
most I don't want to say it because they're not streaming anymore.
Oh, okay. So it's someone that graduated.
And yes and no, they haven't streamed in almost a year. But like I'm really good
So
friends with them. So like I know
more of a
what's happening.
hiatus.
Yeah. But yeah, no. She was one of the most like wholesome street people I've ever like seen on the internet. And I was like, you don't like you can be like wholesome and successful through streaming. I like it never occurred to me that that was a like possibility. And so
Mm-hmm.
one day I was just like in a voice channel and I was playing a game. I don't remember what it was. But one of my friends who was also there said like they streamed it last week. I was like, you know what? Maybe I should try streaming. And so I just downloaded OES, made some stupid little overlay and bootleg Photoshop, and just click start streaming. And it's been that's it. That's the entire story. Ever since then, that's like 3 years ago almost. Oh my goodness.
I that's a very wholesome story, and I feel like that's how a lot of people who decide to get into VTubing start. Because it was the same with me. I got inspired from a friend of mine who was a VTuber, and then when I actually watched a major indie VTuber who became my Oshi, I was like, okay, I want to try this out for myself because this looks like it's very fun. And it was, yes, it wasn't during the pandemic. Like, it was like a little after the pandemic, which is when a lot of people started to. The pandemic trapped us in our houses. We had nothing to do. So, a lot of people decided to go that route. And then they saw the VTubers out there getting more popular and VTubing spiked during that time. So it definitely a common occurrence. So about your design, your cute little hamster design, was that
Like,
your was that your base until you actually got like an idea in mind, or is that just part of your character?
okay, so this was through. There's been like a very big like evolution from when I first started. I still have because I started off as a like a PNG tuber for like these last couple of years, and if I
Mm-hmm.
can show the because I still have the first one I used. If I can show it,
Oh, your first, not the one that you sent me, but your first one.
yeah, the very first one.
Oh yeah, you can send that to me.
No, I'm just gonna because I have it on the
Oh.
Fuyi, so I can just change it whenever I want.
Wait a
Look
minute,
at it.
is that is that a giraffe?
It is. So during the pandemic, I started dabbling in photo editing, and
Uh-huh.
that giraffe with the cool glasses was one of my masterpieces. And I don't. It's actually the original is actually my Twitter profile picture. I think. Yeah, it is. And I
That
haven't
is,
changed it.
I love it.
Yeah. So I made it. This in like 2 seconds, and I streamed with this for almost a year.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and then after that, I have like these plush hamsters.
With
Actually, I can send you a picture of them.
is similar
Um,
to the one you have now as your current PNG.
yes, actually, but they're
I,
like plush hamsters. So I've been very they became a focus of the channel at one point. I don't
mm-hmm.
remember when. It just happened.
It just happened.
Like I have like a million emotes of that plush hamster.
That is awesome.
It is awesome. And so eventually, I just decided to make it like the point of the channel. You know,
An official that's become your thing now. Here I am a plush hamster. This is what I am.
it's because like I was
And
just obsessed with it.
and is did that also give you the inspiration for um your current model, which if you want me to I can show people now for the reference sheet.
Yeah, yeah. No, you can.
Uh,
It's because since I've been streaming for like 3 years, so I wanted to like incorporate the stuff that I've you know done.
all
So
right,
that's why.
so this is the current one that this is the one that you sent me. This is your current model, right? Or what you're gonna base your
Yes,
VTuber model on.
the design has changed a little, but that is basically what it's gonna look like. So since I wanted to like incorporate the stuff from before, that's why there's like a giraffe pattern on the sleeves, and it's like a ham in
Mm-hmm.
the TV, and it's supposed to be a hamster. I love the ears. That's the thing.
Okay, I will admit I when you sent this to me, I did not notice the TV. It did not jump at me right away. So the minute you said it, I'm like, "Oh, okay. Now your first PNG makes sense." Because that's
Yeah,
and that is absolutely adorable.
it is. But now the design did change a little. Now instead of a backpack, it's a messenger bag. I don't want to
Mhm.
spoil it too much. I did share it on my own stream a couple of weeks ago, but it's almost done, and I really can't wait to finally use the model because
I definitely can't wait to see this in motion. Like I think
yeah,
it's
no,
gonna look very very awesome once you put it into motion.
yeah, you know, and the artist I commissioned to draw is also really good. One of my mods recommended them. They're really good
Mhm.
artists, and like they make their own models, and they look so good.
That
But
is
because of budget
awesome.
reasons, it is. Yeah, but because of like budget reasons, I couldn't get them to rig it. So, eventually it'll be even better.
Well, if you need help, I can definitely recommend a rigger if you're looking for someone that's cost efficient.
I would be willing to hear it when I get more money.
it's my rigger, the one who did the rigging for me.
Mm.
And I bring a lot of people to her, but she's really she's really awesome person and she's cost effective. So anyone that's under a budget, like she'll work with you.
I'll note it down.
And I can vouch that you'll definitely get a high quality product.
Actually, now that we're like on the model stuff, I wanna share a clip
Oh, okay.
because I don't know if you remember, but like a year or so ago, or more, uh, an artist on Twitter released a free, like, a Mori themed, like, VTuber model.
Mhm.
And since it was free, and I've always kind of like wanted to try it, I just picked it up and started streaming with that for almost another year before I got the hamster PNG that you see now.
All right,
And
let
so
me
it was
try to
just a year.
let me try to see if I can add this in. So while I'm working on that, so you were talking about how you got inspired from a friend of yours that did VTubing that made you want to do it too. Are there any other are there any other VTubers that you watched that inspired you? Like, did you watch any corporate VTubers? Did you watch any big indie VTubers that might have inspired you even further?
I'm gonna be completely honest. I only watched that one streamer. It wasn't until after I myself started streaming that I started watching other streamers too.
Mm-hmm.
And I think because of that, it really narrowed my field of view when it came to streaming, which I don't think was a bad thing because I see a lot of people like online like giving up or being like sad at not like growing or anything, not getting as much traction as they want to have as like these big like streamers do. But like for me, it was kind of like the community that happened within that one streamer's stream and channel. I was like, that
Mm-hmm.
is cool. That's something I want, and I was a part of it. But then I myself started streaming, and then like we just have it's basically just a group of really cool people,
Yep.
and so
That-
like the numbers really don't matter. It's just we get to have fun, and they get to laugh at me, and I get to laugh with them.
And in the process, you actually do get to meet awesome people that you form connections with,
I
and you're
do.
able to. Not a lot of people go into it with that mindset, but some do. They do look at this as a way of making new friends, and like you can do that as a VTuber. Not everything has to be like parasocial and all that, but you can form genuine relationships with other VTubers and you just build this amazing friendly atmosphere and it's just like, hey, you want to get together, maybe play some games. We don't have to do it on stream. Obviously, you can do some off stream stuff too. So that as your community grows, your friendships grow, and so a lot of people it's like, oh, I'm not alone. There's other people here like me who let's play some games together.
I mean, yeah, for a long time it was mostly just like streaming for myself because it was just fun to like have people watch me play games and whatever. But then
Mm-hmm.
quite recently I've started like reaching out, making friends with some more streamers, and I've actually been like invited to like more collabs in like this past like 3 months than I have in like the past 3 years. And it's just,
Nice.
really great people I like collaborating with now.
Mm-hmm.
It's really cool. I don't know. I'm goofy. I'm goofier though.
It's a goofy contest.
It is. And I'm winning. Not to brag.
When I'm in a goofy contest and my opponent is a hamster.
Um,
Okay, so now let's talk about your actual channel and your content. So as you've mentioned, you have done a couple streams already. You sent me the clip, which I sent in chat so everyone can see it. What do you focus on in terms of content and also like an audience? Do you cater to a specific audience or do you just like, put on a blindfold, throw a dart at the dartboard and see what sticks?
I I just wing it. Every time I press start streaming, I have absolutely zero plan and like zero expectations of what's gonna come out of it. I just do it. And well, I would consider myself a like a variety streamer. Although my viewers may not agree, but they're wrong. Anyways, but yeah, no, it's mostly a lot of gaming stuff. I do also love like co-op games and like just anything like working together. But every once in a while we'll have like a special event and just do that. Like most recently, I had like a birthday. Not really a subathon, but we had like sub goals and punishment wheels and everything.
Mhm.
Just like a really really fun time. We're still like
Nice.
meeting the sub goals that we reached from like back then because that was back in July and we're still doing them because it was pretty successful. I was really thankful and grateful for my community at that time. It really meant a lot to me, especially because it was my birthday.
Mhm. And those are the best too. I do some of those as well. Birthday streams are the most amazing streams ever
It was really
because
fun.
it's a time for you and your community to come together and celebrate something. In this case, the day you were born.
Of course.
The day the hamster came to the earth.
I also sometimes do like IRL streams, I guess, but like I don't show my face because the last one was a cooking stream actually,
Ooh.
where a couple of friends actually hopped in to help me. We basically just made like a full course meal. We had like
Nice.
breakfast, we had breakfast, lunch, and dinner all planned out, and the stream lasted. It was almost 12 hours. We spent the whole day cooking. We had like
Now,
we
if
had
I
like
may,
taste
if I may,
testers.
if I may ask, what were some of the things that you cooked on stream?
Okay, one that I remember specifically because everyone kept telling me that it would kill me if I ate it was a black bean soup.
Black bean soup. Why would that kill you if you ate it?
Because it was so like chunky by the time it came out, it looked more like a dip than a soup. Like I still ate it because like we had rice and stuff, and I ate it with
Mhm.
it was really good, right? So I don't know what they complained about. Oh, another one of my favorite things that we made was just like a vegetable stir fry. It was so
Ooh, that
good.
sounds yummy.
It did because we had to make our own. We had to mix together our own sauce as well, and it was just so. I want to find a recipe again so I can make it now. Oh, it's so good.
I, I love veggie stir fry
It is.
so
I'm
so
like
much.
salivating, drooling, thinking about it. Ugh.
So that's just you spent the entire day. What that actually does sound like a lot of fun. Not many people will do like IRL streams like that. I definitely that's not something I want to do because I'm more of a VTuber than an IRL. But for those people that do integrate their IRL and VTubing activities together, I just think that's really cool. My last guest was also the same. He did some IRL stuff too, as well as VTubing stuff. So I just think stuff like that is really awesome that you can incorporate both things in there.
Yeah. Like the point of the
All right.
stream though is that I'm not really a chef, so it was, like the point of it was like everything was gonna get messed up.
So it was a challenge. You were challenging yourself.
It was I also thought it would be really funny if something did go wrong because I didn't know how to
Did
do it.
anything go wrong? Because you did say it was an all day stream.
There were a couple. Actually, I have a clip. No, no, no. I have a because one of my friends because they have to show up early because we were making breakfast and everything too. Oh my
Hmm.
god, where is it? Where is it? It was one of the funny. I was looking through my clips like earlier, and I went by it again. It was one of the funniest things I've ever like witnessed before. I kind of want you to show it on stream too, but do what you want. It was
I
hilarious.
will I will link it in chat and I'll actually watch it here just so I can see what it is I'm gonna be experiencing.
It was
But I
so
will
funny.
Let me post the link here for everyone to watch. Now,
Everyone
what
in
are
the
we?
chat was like going crazy.
Mix that,
Let's
stir that
see.
around.
Yeah, stir that around. Yeah.
Stir that around, stir that around nicely. Got you, got you, got you.
Wait. Okay, what were you stirring?
That wasn't me. That was my friend who came in late.
Uh-huh.
I'm
What were you
sorry, I watched it.
stirring?
It was he was mixing together something to make an omelet with, and so he literally just tasted fucking raw egg. I don't know why. He just
Oh
did that.
no!
It was
Oh
everyone
no,
was
not the
screaming
raw
at him
egg!
after. Everyone started screaming at him after he did it because it was like, what is he doing?
Not the raw egg! Oh no!
Yeah, that's definitely one of the funnier things that happened.
I kind of feel sorry for the dude.
No, he completely deserved it. If you watch the rest of the stream, it was earned.
It was earned. Also, it was a punishment.
It counteracted everything that happened the rest of the stream.
So you do okay. So you do IRL stuff and you stream video games as well. So it's clear to me that you know exactly what it is you want to do, what direction you want to take your channel, and everything like that. What you want to focus on now. You as a person, do you have anything that makes you stand out from other VTubers?
Hmm. I really have never thought about that because I don't like comparing myself to others because I don't know what I'm doing. So how am I supposed to like? There is no baseline for me. It's just a roller coaster of up and down, going all
Mm-hmm.
around. So I
Up
don't
and
know.
down
I
and all
think I'm
around.
just yeah. I think I'm just like very. I don't want to say friendly. I don't know how to
Very
describe
friendly.
it.
It's
And
okay if you can't exactly find the words.
I don't know. I
But
think I'm just very like there with the
there,
stream. You know, like
you're
with the
approachable.
chat, the
Yeah,
stream, the game.
you're easily approachable. Like you don't give off an intimidating aura. So I'm pretty sure that people just like come up to you and just say hi, how's it going? What's new? All that stuff. So people
I
don't
mean,
feel
yeah,
intimidated around you. You give off this. You give off a gentle aura.
yeah. I call myself a wholesome streamer. My chat may
A
not
wholesome
agree,
streamer.
but I have my values that I abide by. So, and deep in my heart, I know I'm wholesome. But yeah, no, because I guess I have watched like other streamers where it's just like really hard to like just get their attention, or like they just
Mm-hmm.
don't talk during like the streams and just sit there and stare. And it's kind of
Mm-hmm.
like why are you streaming at that point? Because they're not like really interacting with anyone, and I don't know. I feel like it happens a lot more often than like people would normally see, and so I guess that's just not how like I want to do my stuff.
You don't want to present yourself that way.
Yes,
You want to
I want
present
to be
yourself in
funny, goofy.
here I am. Yes. You want to be, hey, here I am. I see you. You see me. Here's how I act all the time. I get it. I get where you're coming from with that. Now, do you have, where do you want to take your channel? Like, okay, so you've told me that you have a clear idea of what it is you want to do and where you want to go. Like, how do you see yourself in, like, say the future, like a year from now, 2 years from now, stuff like that, where do you see yourself in terms of content creation? Do you think you're ever going to deviate from what it is you already do? Or do you think you're going to stick to the formula that you have set already?
So I've actually been working towards this, but there's been discussions of like making like merchandise out of like plushies or hats or clothes, because like expand in that direction. Because I do have friends who are also like involved with like fashion industry and stuff. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
and I've also wanted to like start like editing and uploading like videos or like VODs or streams, because I personally think they're like my streams are they're quite funny. Like I watch back through them and I laugh. I don't like I genuinely enjoy watching like my VODs. I don't know if this is
Mm-hmm.
like just narcissism. I don't think I'm a narcissist, but it's just really I find myself quite enjoyable. So I want to see like if there's ways I can share that, because I've also have a friend who's an editor, and we're trying to just like work through like making shorts and like a couple of long form videos and
Mm-hmm.
stuff like that. And so I'm hoping maybe in the future that like more like normal rather than just like uploading VODs on my VOD channel and stuff. I I don't see myself like deviating like purely to like YouTube videos or like one platform or another.
Mm-hmm.
Like I think I will keep streaming for a really long time because it is just something I genuinely enjoy, especially because
Right.
it's like a hobby to me, and because at this point I've already like started investing actual money, so we're gonna make it worth it.
I think that's the point of no return for most VTubers.
Yeah,
Is once they start
yeah,
investing a large amount of money into it, it's like, well, I can't back down now.
yeah. No, I haven't really. I haven't streamed like very recently. I haven't been streaming too often, just because of like personal and like life stuff. But streaming is also like an escape for me in a way.
Mm-hmm.
So we're gonna go back, stronger than ever. Oh,
Right, right. And that's definitely I share in that. Like streaming is an escape for me as well. So I definitely see where you're coming from with that. But it does. I am curious about what you want to do in terms of merchandise.
okay. I hold on. Oh, I have a group chat.
Like,
Let me have a.
are we gonna get hamster keychains? Cause if we are, I'm standing in line for one of those.
We actually had a hoodie in the works that I
Oh.
designed like personally with my amazing graphic artist skills. And there's honestly, because it was a very small team, because I have a quote unquote official artist. It's just one of my
Hmm.
friends who I've paid to make art, and they are now officially the artist. And my other friend who's like more business oriented when it comes to everything. And so just a really
Okay,
small
okay.
group. And so we were just planning stuff like beanies, hoodies. There's a sweatpants ton talks. There's also we had an idea of like having like a hamster plushie that you could like attach to like parts of the clothing through like
Hmm.
Velcro or whatever. So just be like you have a little friend with you, you know. So like you could put it on
Oh
the
my god!
beanie or like the
Can you
shoulders
can
of
you
the hoodie.
can you? Oh, I was gonna just say, can you put it on your shoulders and have it look like it's riding on your shoulder?
Yes, yes. See, that was the plan. That's the plan. Honestly,
Wait,
I'm
I
getting
really want one of
excited
these.
talking about it. No,
I'm getting
it sounds
excited.
so
I'm
cute.
getting excited just hearing it. I kind of want one. Like, please tell
Oh.
me when these come out. I'm gonna buy one immediately.
Thank you. I don't know. There is like a lot more than just designing the clothes, right? You need to find someone to actually make them. You have to, like
Hmm.
be able to sell them legally, which is what
Right.
scares me the most. and
Oh,
it's
it's
like
always the legal stuff.
it is, and it is also like finding a safe way to deliver them as well,
Hmm.
and all that. So once we get all that done, I think it'll be easy. To kind of want to start it up
I
again.
I really do like the sound of this though, and I'm gonna be looking forward for that, and I'm gonna be making sure everyone else knows about this too.
It's definitely
Cause
like a long term project. Like no
oh yeah, it
definitive
definitely
like
does. It
due date
does.
to it.
It does sound like a long term project. So yeah.
So yeah, no. Very exciting thing to work on.
So in this VTubing world that we live in, are there any VTubers that you would love to actually collab with someday? Like they could be big, they could be small, indie, corporal, corporal,
Or,
whatever you may think of. Is there one in particular that you're like, I want to collab with this person someday? I want to make it big enough that I can collab with them, something like that.
so my base answer to any questions like that is just gonna be the one friend I talked about at the start. Because they were a very successful VTuber. They had over like 15K followers on like everything, and it's just very active
Wow.
community, and it's like I'm blessed to have been able to be as close to her as I am.
Hmm.
So if she ever comes back to streaming, I would like, of course, to like collaborate with her and stuff. But like apart from her, I guess I'm not. I don't think there's like anyone I want to. It's more of a if I got the chance to like get to know this like streamer and like I feel like we vibe, then like
Mm.
I would love to play video games or do whatever, make art, dance, cook. I don't know. There's no like there's not anyone I'm looking forward to like attempting to collab.
Okay, well, I'm very curious about this streamer in particular that you keep talking about. And you don't have to say on here. You can like send it to me in a DM after the show. But I kind of want to look more into this person because they do sound amazing, and my curiosity is kind of peaking right now. So whenever you get the opportunity to, just let me know who they are so I can be like, okay, I'm gonna look up this person for myself.
I could totally send it like right now or like after stream, whatever.
Yeah, after the stream will be fine.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, now your community. You do have a community. I'm guessing like you do have regulars that do watch your stream whenever you do go on, whenever you do live and stuff like that. So, what do you expect of your community in general?
I have zero expectations with them. They're completely unhinged. They say or do whatever they want as long as it's like within reason, like with it. Because I do have a couple of rules to keep everything wholesome and safe.
Mhm.
But they like one day they could be like supporting the hell out of me, and the next they'll be like punching me into the ground because I missed something in the game. It's very it's all fun and games, you know. I just don't want them to be rude to me or each other, and that's really all I want. You know?
So, do you allow your community to take more proactive in your streams? Like, if you're playing a game, whatever kind of game it may be, do you sometimes allow your community to be like, "Oh, here's a couple pointers to help you out," or stuff like that? Like, essentially,
Like
do you allow your community to backseat you if you're playing
I
games?
I do most. I don't really mind. like backseating, especially if it's like a hard game. Cause it's like, oh, we're all working together to like do this, you know. And also like if it's I'm sorry, if it's a
It's
skill
okay.
based game, it's like they can't help. It's all on me. So it's very I don't know. It's really nice that they're just there.
Right, right. That's okay. Yep, that's a good answer. Everyone wants to try to curate wholesome communities, and some people think it's very easy to do so, others think it's very hard to do so. I'm kind of like in the middle when it comes to that, because my community is I have a super supportive community because my community is all ages. So, and if that's the same with you, do you cultivate like an all ages community, or do you tend to lean slightly more towards 18 plus?
I strictly will only interact if you're like not a minor because that's just a very like touchy subject, and I'd rather not get messed up with it. And
Understandable, which a lot of
it,
people do.
yeah, but it's not like I'm like purely like adult like stuff. It's like we're just a lot of goofy. It's literally just goofy. I do cuss a lot on my streams, kind of mostly
Mm-hmm.
because I'm from New York, and so like like not slurs. That's not the word. Just like cusses and like curses are just a part of my normal vocabulary. Like they have no
Understandable.
meaning to me. Yeah.
Okay, if I may, I'm also from New York, so I I do get where that comes into play, and in my IRL real world non VTuber, yeah, it's you're spot on what you say that. But when I'm streaming, I tone that back as much as possible to the point where I hardly ever curse on stream. Actually, hardly is not even the word. Never. In every single stream that I've done, I've never once cursed. Even if it's a word in the dictionary that I am allowed to say, I won't say it.
I mean, I try not to, but it's just subconscious. It's there. I can't get rid of it. It's eating away at my brain.
And then people, when they collab with me, they understand that and they try to do their absolute best to keep themselves in line. But we're only human. If we slip up, we're gonna slip up. And I'll never hold that against someone if they slip up. Just like if they do it too much. But yeah, I definitely get the New Yorkers always cursing because I hear it a lot too.
There's never like any emphasis on like the word. It's just in passing. So I feel like mostly it's fine, but I will because I have collaborated with like other like more friendly streamers. I will like keep it in check.
Mm-hmm. And let's see. All right. I'm going to open the floor to because we have quite a few people watching. So I will allow my viewers to ask you questions. So remember, there is a human behind the avatar. So no
Hamster.
personal questions or anything like that. And like I told you when we started, if you think a question is too uncomfortable for you, you can be like, no, I'm not going to answer that. And we'll be like, okay, so we'll move on to the next question. But
Okay.
floor is open for viewers to ask questions. And while waiting for questions, so what do you, in terms of all, pretty much everything together, you being a VTuber, your channel and all that, what do you want to see in terms of growth? Like, what is your end goal? Your be all end all when it comes to being a VTuber? What are you striving for?
I want to be able to grow enough so I could like hold like events just to like feel good, you know? Like charities. There's been talks of like having a cookout and just like have a big enough like community and like support where I can just like spread my very wholesome influence around, you know, so like cuz I like making people happy and seeing people like smile and laugh,
Mhm.
and I think I want to be able to do that just with a lot of people.
That, that's a good goal to have, definitely. And I can see you hitting that easily. Just from the time we spent interacting, I definitely can tell your intentions are 100% pure and wholesome, and you as as a streamer, just from I've seen from your clips and stuff, because I actually was watching some of your clips before we started here, because I like to, if
Oh,
people have streamed already, I want to be able to get like a read on them. So to the clips and stuff, you definitely look like you have a good time when you stream, and that
yeah.
those good times definitely rub off on your community. So you're influencing your community in a very positive way, which is always a pleasure to see.
Yeah. Like I have also seen a couple like clips of myself and like that is genuine laughter whenever I laugh in that clip. Like it's just unfiltered joy. It's really
Which
really
I
nice.
definitely need to see more of in the community. Less drama, more joy. And a little hamster is going to spread as much joy as he can.
Like it's like brain rot, but it's good for you.
It's a good brain rot.
Yes, she gets it.
Of course I get it. That's essentially me. I want to spread the
Very,
good brain rot too.
very, very.
Alright. Don't have anything from the audience. So, is there anything that you would like to say in closing? Like, is there anything that you would like to say to anyone new who might be watching, who might want to be VTubers themselves, who aren't VTubers yet? What sort of advice can you give to the people watching right now?
Just click the start streaming button. Just do it. Like you don't even need to put effort. Just do it. See if you like it. It's that's it. That's what I did. It was really simple. It is that simple. If you want to like if the thought of like streaming and like just hanging out with people who enjoy watching you like do stuff is like alluring, just hit the start streaming button and see how it works. It is that simple. Even if you're shy, like just eventually it'll you'll either find your place or you'll find something else that works for you. Even if it's like not like in any way even if it's not related to content creation, just like try it. Like
Mm-hmm.
if you want to like be a YouTuber, just try making a video and uploading. If you want to be a streamer, just try pressing the streaming button, you know? And like it applies to like a lot of other things in life as well. So just
Don't be afraid to try, just try.
exactly.
Don't hesitate, just do.
I mean, you can hesitate, you know. No, there's no guilt in being wary, but
All right.
as long as you
So
try.
we do have a question. What kind of hamsters inspired your design?
So I think I sent a picture because I have a hamster plushie from Ecuador. Uh, it's
Oh
made
yes,
from
you did.
llama hair. Yeah, and it's been like the inspiration for almost like every hamster related like thing on my channel, including like the color scheme and everything. Uh, I'm not sure if like you're meaning like what species of hamsters, because I know I am friends with another hamster streamer who they're the what are the gray hamsters called? Like the Robertski dwarf hamster. That's what their thing is.
So
I'd say
I
this would be mostly based off like a golden hamster, just because of the color scheme. But they've never really thought of like different like species or whatever.
so I put up the picture. So this is the
Yes.
picture of the hamster plushies that you sent me that inspired your design, correct?
Look, yeah, the one on the right, that's the first one I had. If you're like in my Discord, we have like 20 emotes just of that one with like different like, and they're so useful. They're so funny. They're so like, oh my god, I love them. But yeah, no, the one on the right is like my life.
It's your life.
It is very. I don't know if you've seen me use the emotes, but they're very. I like them.
I would not be opposed to you spamming your emotes. In fact, I welcome it with open arms.
I only have them on Discord, so I'm
Okay.
just gonna like. I have. Oh my. There's so many.
So
It's
many.
it's because literally any time where like me or my community are like, we need an image to react to something, we just like take the hamster and make it, because like they all emanate like such a different mood. It's amazing.
And then I want to show people this other one that you sent me. The other the other hamster image that you sent me that is absolutely adorable too.
Yes, I wanted to talk about that as well because
Let's
we
talk
haven't.
about let's talk about this little boy right here. The Nami hamster.
He is very adorable. We have
I like how cute. He's so adorable.
I know it was so. I didn't even like because I have like a quote unquote official artist. They're just a friend, but
Hmm.
they just drew that. Like I usually have to ask them to like draw stuff and like commission and pay them. Also, look at all the hamster emotes. Anyways,
Oh
but
my
they just drew that, and I
goodness.
was like, amazing. Almost everything they draw, I turn into like a sticker or an emote for the Discord or the channel
Hmm.
because it's just look at it. It's amazing. But yeah, no, because they're because this the same artist that drew the PNG and all my my static Twitch emotes as well. Even the
I
great
love
help
it.
for me with like streaming and everything. It was very
Absolutely love it.
yeah, they're
Also,
very
he's
great.
chunky.
He is.
Look how chunky
I
he is.
I love it.
Chunky
So oh,
hamster.
it's so cute. We've actually been thinking of making stickers off the hamsters she draws because
Hmm.
they a lot of them just look like that and they're just I would want that on my phone. I don't know about anyone else.
I'd buy the whole set.
Zach, it's so but yeah, no. Very grateful to my to the artist, my artist, right? I make sure to know because look at so amazing.
Look at all of these hamster emotes.
Oh yeah,
There's so many, and all of them are so adorable. Even the pixelated hamster.
no. It's because the
I,
reason that they started, because as I said previously, I dabbled in photo editing during the pandemic, and
mhm.
so I took a photo of the hamster. I was like, what can I turn this into? And it just started with like the cropped out hamster, and it just kept evolving and changing. And it was, and every once in a while we have like someone redeems like for me to like make a new hamster emote. using it,
Mhm.
and it's just really fun working towards it because someone's gonna use it, you know.
I think so too. Yes, people are definitely gonna use those emotes.
No, literally everyone in my server just uses it with like a second thought. It's like it's a part of our collective vocabulary. Like if you send a hamster, you already know what like they're trying to say. It's like our own language.
Communication through hamsters.
Exactly. It's like hieroglyphs.
Hey, does anyone else have any questions they would like to ask Sondery? Oh, where did you come up with your VTuber name?
The
Where did you
name.
come? Yes, where did you come up with Sondery?
So I used to have a really like cringe name for like gaming and like social media stuff. And then at one
We
point I
all
was
did.
like, yeah, no. And so at one point I was like, I need to change it because I actually don't like it anymore. And so I was thinking about it, and I remember hearing the word sonder at one point, which
Mhm.
basically just means like being aware that everyone else's life, like every person you see, has just as a complex and like just life as full as yours. It's like a
Mhm.
very eye-opening thing to like notice and realize, and it's something that has driven me through basically a lot of my life at this point. Just like that, like realization is always in the back of my mind. But yeah, no,
Right.
I like the meaning behind the word, and I was like, how can I make this sound like a name? And I just added a Y to the end, and now I'm Sondery. People call me Sond or Sonder too. Anything works, really.
I know. I saw it in your what was it in your Twitter? Call me Sondery or Sonder or San. Nothing three
Oh yeah,
letters.
yeah. I think that's my Twitch bio.
So you don't want to be called Son.
I'm no one's son. I'm only my mama's son. And also because after
Alright.
that point, I don't know what you're talking about.
So thank you, hamster, whose pronouns are hamster.
Hamster, yes.
I'm sorry, that made me laugh too.
I saw that
Alright.
Discord added the pronoun thing. I was like, this is a great opportunity to express myself.
Alright, anything here you would like to say as we get ready to wrap up the show?
Thank you everyone for showing up and listening to me ramble because I like talking. I'm sorry.
No, don't apologize. I love people that love to talk.
I hope you all enjoyed today's these episode of RiONAIR. Who knows what awaits you next week?
So thank you, Sondery, for coming onto my channel, and I hope everyone here please go and show support to this little hamster as he flies off to greater pastures. I am definitely looking forward to what you have set in the future. I'm definitely looking forward to that merchandise. I am gonna keep an eye out, so you better not slack off in that department.
Okay, I'm on it. I'm writing it down.
Run,
Alright,
run it, run it, run it back.
it back. But thank you very much for hosting this. It's a very amazing thing you're doing, and I can't wait to see how this turns out in the future.
All right, thank you very much. And thank you, everyone that came by to watch. So until next time, have a good one, everyone. Enjoy your weekend and be sure to follow Sandry Boy. Follow the hamster.
Yay!
Bye, everyone. Janet
Preach your
Oyatsu.
aloe.